So I have two versions. I have one version that is in one piece with an extra triangle. And then I have a second version that is in two pieces with two triangles. So these two pieces get folded up the exact same way. So I'm just folding on that center hexagon. And then I'm folding on each one of these tabs that are on the side of my shape. So they're very, very thin tabs, and I'm just folding down on all 6 of them. And then I'm putting glue along the tabs. I started with the triangle with the cutout in it. You don't have to start with that one. I just happened to fall on that one first. I want the cut edge of my triangular shape to be right along the score line of my tab. So I'm just working my way around that hexagon shape, and I am gluing all 6 of my sides in. I want the cut edges of my shape to be right along the score line of my tab. And so now I'm gluing in my last side. So I've got glue on one of the previous tabs and glue on the tab of the one that I'm gluing in. I can just go from that hole that's in the center of my hexagon shape and just applying pressure, making sure that my glue takes. I'm assembling the second end the exact same way. So now that I've done the 2 ends, I'm putting glue all over the bottom part of this base. And then I'm matching up my second shape. I want the edges to be nice and even. And because of these cutouts, I can go in and I can apply pressure to make sure that my glue takes. So I like to use my reverse tweezers and go in there and just apply pressure where I've put that glue. I will admit that the cardstock that I used for this is not the best. It has a coating on it and it seems to reject the glue. So for 3D shapes, this is probably the worst choice. So I'm just gluing my 2 triangles over my openings like so. So this is my second version, and I'm just folding down on all the score lines for it. So I have 6 triangles here, and then I have a tab. I'm going to put glue on that tab. I'm bringing this cut edge to the score line on that tab. So that's already the top done. I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to start with one of the tabs. It doesn't matter which one. I'm putting glue all over it, and then I'm bringing the adjacent side over to it. So the cut edge of that triangle is right against the score line on the tab. So I have a tab on the right side of that triangle. I'm going to cover it in glue and then glue down the adjacent side to it. So I'm just continuing all around the perimeter of my shape, just gluing those triangles in. I'm on my last panel, which just happens to be the one that has the triangular cutout in it. So I'm putting glue all over the tab that's attached to it and the tab that's on the right hand side of the first triangle that I glued in. And then I'm just carefully positioning that last shape. So this is exactly why I have the cutout here, so that I can go in there and apply pressure and just position it so I can really get in there and make sure that my glue is properly taking. So then I'm putting glue all around the perimeter of my opening. I'm taking my last triangle and gluing it in. So that gives you 2 versions of the same shape.